God, unbutton my lips so that my mouth can become a conduit to bring your truth, your infinity, your compassion into the world. Let my words uplift people. Let my words ultimately bring your glory and love into the world. I once heard a story from a Jew, a Jewish fellow, and the story left an incredible impact on me. It's a man named Benjamin Zander. He's a British Jew. His family escaped Hitler in 1938. Today, he's the conductor of the Boston Philharmonic Orchestra, and he's a world-renowned composer and conductor. A few years ago, this British Jew, Benjamin Zander, gave a talk, a TED Talk, about the transformative power of classical music. And he shared a story, an unforgettable story. And he said, what we say makes a difference. The words that come out of our mouth matter. I learned this, Benjamin Zander said, from a woman who survived Auschwitz. She was sent to Auschwitz when she was 15 years old, and her brother was 8 years old. They were both put on the train. Their parents were lost. And she tells Benjamin, she says, we were on the train going to Auschwitz. I look down and I see that my brother's shoes are missing. I say to him, why are you so stupid? Can't you keep your things together for goodness sake? You know the way an elder sister might speak to her younger brother when she feels that he's acting like a baby. What am I supposed to do now with you? You don't have shoes. How are you going to get around this new place without shoes? I can't understand you. You're such a baby. You're so irresponsible. The train arrived to Auschwitz. The doors opened. They were sent in to Auschwitz-Birkenau death camp. And she's told Benjamin Zander, those words were the last words I ever spoke to him because I never saw him again. He did not survive. She did. He was 8, she was 15. And on the day of liberation, 75 years ago, January 1945, the Soviets liberated Auschwitz. This woman left the cursed gates of Auschwitz, Arbeit macht frei, and she made a vow. And she said, I walked out of Auschwitz into life and I made a vow, I made a promise. And the vow was, I will never say anything that couldn't stand as the last thing I ever say. I will never say anything that couldn't stand as the last thing I ever say. Can we do that? Can I do that? I'm not sure. It's a tough one. But it is a possibility to live into and to live up to. I have to think what I'm saying to you. If I knew this is the last thing I'm ever going to say to you, will I utter these words? My dearest teenagers, I want you to know how powerful your words are. Words have an impact. With words you build and with words you destroy. We know in Bereshis, Hashem created the world through words. The Mishnah says, Ba'asara ma'amoros nivra ha'olam. We know today in science, DNA is considered letters. They call it letters. The world is made up of letters and words, divine words. Why? Hashem is teaching us. You can build a world through words, and you can also destroy a world through words. Every word you say has an impact, and that word can be a word that brings in light into people's lives, hope into people's lives. It empowers you and others, or the opposite. Choose your words wisely. This doesn't mean you shouldn't be honest. This doesn't mean you shouldn't share what's on your heart. It just means never underestimate the incredible impact and influence that your words can have on a sibling, on a family member, on a relative, on a friend, or on a stranger. Use it well, because when you use it well, you may discover years from now how one sentence changed a life to the better. And never say, I'm nothing, what my words don't matter. That's not true. Words matter, voices matter. Remember, you're like the Big Ben. Don't underestimate the impact of that which comes out of your mouth. Tired teenagers, let's